Hello friends, I'm Neha, a freelancer with varied interests. I'm working with BI tools for around 4 years now, but I'm pretty new to YouTube. To know more about me, please check out my profile section. Today's topic is Anomaly Detection Preview in Power BI. The Anomaly Detection Preview is a feature of Power BI introduced by MS in its November 2020 update. It has made the detection of outliers a much easier job, and the feature is highly customizable. Let's start with it. The first thing that you should remember while working on Anomaly Detection Preview is you need to have the latest version of Power BI Desktop. Now, how would you check which version of Power BI Desktop you're using? Go to Help, click on About, and here comes the version. I have already updated my Power BI Desktop and I'm using November 2020 version. If you haven't done it, please go ahead and download it. After downloading and updating the Power BI's latest version, the next thing that we need to do is we need to go to File, Options and Settings, Options. This is for activating the Anomaly Preview feature. Now we go to Preview Features and click on Anomaly Detection, then OK. Once again, it's updated for me, so I wouldn't need to do it again. But if you're doing it for the first time, you will have to restart your Power BI Desktop. After you're done with activating the Anomaly Preview feature, you can start with the preparation of the graph. Okay, so the data is imported and I'm clicking on line graph. Let me just enlarge it a bit. Okay, fine. I'll click on quantity and I will take the order date. To get the detailed graph, I will have to remove the date hierarchy. So what I'll do is I'll click on this down arrow beside order date and I'll click on order date. You can again go back to the data hierarchy by clicking on data hierarchy. So here, see this? Yes, and data hierarchy. Something that you need to note here is anomaly detection only works on date time value or a valid date hierarchy. So now that I have my chart ready, let's see what this anomaly detection is all about. I go to Analytics and I scroll down. Click on the Find Anomalies. See, we have the option for naming. Let me just name it. Okay. The moment you add it, the anomalies come up. The anomalies of quantity for this year. So I name it as, for my convenience, I name it as quantity. Done. Okay. Now you can change this anomaly button. You can change the color, you can change the size, everything. And it's very important to know that you can also change the sensitivity. You can change the sensitivity from this part. Data like pollution data, temperature are highly sensitive, as a minute change can also have great impact on the norm. But the normal sensitivity is at 70%. Now let's scroll down and see. I'll come to this explain by part later on. Let's go to the anomaly shape. Let's change it to a triangle and let's increase its size. You can increase or decrease it. Let's change the color. Since it's anomaly, I am making it a bit brightish. Okay, they're outliers after all. And this is the expected range transparency, which you can see here, the grayish part. So the expected range style is generally fill, and that is the most preferable one. If you see the line and the others, you would realize why I'm saying that the fill is the most preferable one. You can change the transparency range. I prefer keeping it at somewhere 59%. Okay. Now you can also change the expected range color. You can just give it, might be a yellowish something. It didn't select. A yellow, what is going on? What is happening? Just a minute, please. Yeah. So yes, but it's too light, isn't it? So let's make it a bit darkish. A bit more darkish might be. Yes. So we are done with the formatting. Now let's click on one of the anomalies and see. We get the natural language explanation of the outlier. It says quantity was unexpectedly high on 11th November 2014. It had a value of 93, which is above the expected range of 73 to 87. And there also, Power BI also gives the possible explanations of this outlier. By default, it selects all the categories and gives the explanations on the basis of all the categories. We can click on any of these and add it to a report by just clicking on add to report, and here comes the graph. So I add this graph and I also add the segment graph. Okay, now let us go back to the analytics part and look at the, let me click on this graph, the original graph. Remember I said something called explain by. So here, by default, Power BI considers all the parameters and gives an explanation on the basis of those, like for the outlying factor. Now if you do not want that, if you want some particular factors to reflect, you can go here and you can give it like, see, I'm only giving segment here and I'm giving apply. So every other factors gets removed and only the segment factor stays. That is, segment is home office. It's because the home office there is an outlier. Quantity for segment home office was unusually high, which may have lifted the quantity total. That's it. Some of the tips that I think will be helpful for you while doing the anomaly are: anomaly detection works only on time series. Since line graph is best suited for time series, anomaly detection preview is currently available on line graph only. Proper date hierarchy or date value without removing any of the factors from the graph is needed. Let me show you something here. Suppose we are going to this graph, and what I do is I go here and I change it to date hierarchy and I remove the year from here. Just see what happens. Gone. Now go to analytics. You will not get to find anomalies option. Why? Anomaly detection only works on visuals that have a date time value or valid date hierarchy value in the access field well for now. So that's it. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon. Take care till then. Bye bye.